Welcome back, Nerd Squad, to Top 10 Nerd. I'm your host, Johnny Rogers, and if you happen to be new here, we put out daily content on all things nerd, so if you're down with that, then tap the subscribe button to see more from us. Plus, leave us a comment down below with which superhero that you're scared of the most. While you ponder that, let's jump into today's list of the top 10 scary overpowered superheroes that could destroy the universe. Number 10, Cyclops. We all like to poke fun at Scott Summers every now and again, but we should actually appreciate just how nice this overpowered superhero is. It would be a rare occasion if Cyclops just decided his new mission was to destroy the entire universe. That being said, he definitely could do some serious damage if he were ever to lose control of his powers. As white bread as he looks, many should fear the mutant because of his lack of control over his optic blasts. After losing his ruby quartz visor, which keeps these powers in check, Cyclops has proven he could level a city just by accident. We've even seen the mutant vaporize one of Wolverine's hands, proving that he could even break through adamantium. If he went rogue, the universe wouldn't stand a chance. In at number 9, Legion. David Haller is an odd duck for sure, and some may not consider him to be a superhero, but hey, if Professor X is your dad, we're putting you on this list. David has the ability to develop specific mutations at a moment's notice, and combined with the character's split personality with each power, he is one scary overpowered superhero. On one occasion where Legion had manifested his powers, he absorbed the personality traits of a terrorist leader. If that's not enough of a red flag, let's not forget the rampage that he went on, traveling back in time to kill Magneto and his father, again by accident. Thankfully, David now has a neural switchboard wristband that gives him more control over these powers without the personality side influencing his decisions. But if he ever wanted to though, Legion would be more than capable of destroying the universe. In at number 8, Scarlet Witch. Wanda's history as a superhero is pretty all over the place. In Avengers Age of Ultron, her and her brother Quicksilver were teaming up with the out-of-control AI and proved that she was a force to be reckoned with. Once she sided with the Avengers, we felt a little better about the Scarlet Witch utilizing her powers to the fullest. However, that being said, Wanda has been able to rewrite reality as seen in House of M, where she teamed up with Doctor Doom to bring her children back into existence. This did not come without consequences though. Upon undertaking this enormous task, the Scarlet Witch summoned this cosmic force which completely took over her and her powers. This moment of complete loss of control should scare us to our core. Wanda can essentially alter reality to become whatever she wants. Now whether that's used for the betterment of society is up to her. If she ever believed the destruction of the universe would be a better starting point than the current reality, she'd be more than capable of seeing that plan through. In at number 7, Raven.
What are you? Don't stop! You win! I surrender!
What's the matter? Afraid of the dark?
I surrender!
Meditation and a cold demeanor are perhaps the only things keeping this scary overpowered superhero from just taking a wrecking ball to the universe. Born half human, half demon, Raven has to balance the negatives of both many times. Her demon roots have bestowed her with some unimaginable powers, but her human side negatively impacts these whenever her emotions get out of control. In the Teen Titans episode titled Switched, we really got a taste of just how connected her emotions and powers really are when Starfire took over Raven's body, using it to cause destruction via those out of control emotions. In terms of the destruction of our universe, if Raven's psychic and magical powers align with an emotion of, say, anger or vengeance, it could certainly be our demise. In at number 6, Thor. We've all seen just how powerful Thor can be in the MCU, but while they primarily focus his powers and abilities on saving the universe, we rarely get to see just how much destruction he could do without trying to save the universe. Thor not only wields the mythical Norse hammer Mjolnir, but also has a vast collection of powers that makes him very overpowered. Along with summoning lightning bolts, breaking spells, and opening interdimensional portals, Thor once lifted the Midgard serpent. Let that settle in for a moment. The serpent is believed to weigh the equivalent of half the Earth, and he just straight up tossed that snake into space. Not only does he possess these abilities, but at this point in his superhero career, he's mastered them to the point of godlike standards. Plus, his hammer can be utilized to channel the God Force, which has been said to be so strong it could kill an immortal being. Yeah, so how well does the fate of the universe look against someone that could do all of that? The answer is not good, my friends, not good. In at number 5, the Silver Surfer.
Everywhere this thing goes, 8 days later, the planet dies. All that you know is at an end.
When the Silver Surfer arrived on Earth, the Fantastic Four rightfully saw him as a villain. Even though he turned out to be trying to do good and, save his family, one cannot forget that as the Herald for Galactus, he used to help devour whole planets. If anyone is on their way to being the one that could destroy the universe, it'd be the guy that took an internship for destroying the universe. Norrin's ability to just navigate anywhere in the universe and travel at near limitless speeds gives him a real advantage for being able to pick off planets easily if he just undertook a new mission of, being the sole destroyer of everything that we know. Especially after being a slave to Galactus but managing to control his cosmic abilities later on, the Silver Surfer should be seen even more as a threat to the universe. In at number 4, Jean Grey.
Unleash your power! Let go, Jean! Jean, let go!
The Phoenix Force has possessed many throughout its time in the Marvel Universe, but no one terrified us more than when Jean Grey became a host. With Jean infused with the power of the Dark Phoenix, her abilities were fully unleashed, reaching new heights than ever before. They weren't just unleashed though, they were vastly out of her control. Instead of having a grip on her powers, this cosmic force began to dictate her actions. The scariest part of the Phoenix Force is that it can take apart anything at a molecular level and then absorb it and project said energy. That being said, if Jean wanted to dust our little universe, all she would need to do is consume the energy of a sun and it's lights out, game over from there. In at number 3, Dr. Manhattan.
Something lethal. Or if I know what that means.
Jonathan Osterman is by far one of the DC Universe's most powerful beings, and in the film The Watchmen we saw exactly what he was capable of doing. They showed so much of what he was capable. His abilities are pretty much unlimited, meaning that there's not much that he can't do. If in all of his omnipotent glory he decided today was the day the universe ended, he could finish that task in no time, and then just rebuild everything from scratch, with still time to make lunch. Dr. Manhattan is totally invulnerable to any and all harm, plus in collaboration with his teleportation abilities, he could just pop in and out of any universe to destroy it. Dare I say he could destroy not just the universe, but all of the universes. If you don't believe us, look at the effect that he had on the DC universe alone. His altering of reality and rebirth completely erased 10 years from the DC, resulting in the New 52 timeline. That's you, Dr. Manhattan. In at number 2, Professor X. We've always understood Charles Xavier to be this powerful mutant that usually uses his powers for assisting younger mutants in their journey of understanding themselves and controlling the destruction that they're capable of. In the comic books, Professor X typically exhibits this precise control over his telepathy, but in the film Logan we were able to see how his powers would affect the world if he lost control. Logan had to keep him far away from civilization so that his unstable state wouldn't harm anyone. And with all of that in mind, it's amazing that Charles has been able to not destroy the universe. Grant Morrison and Mark Miller, though, actually pitched a story that involved Charles turning evil in Marvel Tales' End of the World. This saw him becoming corrupted by a mistaken Cerebros programming and ultimately merging together to form an uber powerful being called X-Terminus. If X-Terminus ever came to fruition, there would have been no stopping him from eliminating the entire Marvel universe. Calm down, DC fanboys, it's not happening. Last but not least, in our number 1 spot, Superman. If you're a fan of Superman, you probably also disagree with this flawed view that he is the most bland superhero out there. Superman is scary overpowered, and there's been enough bone-chilling versions of him to prove this point. Superman is so strong that if he wanted to, he could just straight up push the Earth into the sun. And the Superman Prime version actually did see Superman destroying a universe. After getting lost in the multiverse after the Sinestro Corpse War, Sup started planet hopping looking for Earth Prime, and when he found a reality that wasn't up to his standards, standards, he just destroyed it, like an Etch-a-Sketch. In Countdown to Final Crisis, where he fought against Monarch, he apparently found this perfect version of Earth. However, by the time that he got there, Monarch and his army had already destroyed the majority of the planet. This did not sit well with Superman Prime, leading him to tear apart Monarch's armor, releasing his quantum powers and unleashing the complete destruction of the entire universe. Oh, and there was that time that he sneezed and destroyed a universe. And that has been the top 10 scary, overpowered superheroes that could destroy the universe. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, show us some love by tapping that like and subscribe button. Plus, leave us a comment down below if we missed any overpowered superheroes that you would like to see in our part 2. And for more videos like this one, all you have to do is click that flash and playlist on the screen. From Top 10 Nerd, I'm Johnny Rogers saying until next time, take care.